Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I've spent my career working at the intersection of hospitality operations and modern performance support. I am so pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. We truly look forward to supporting your professional growth in this incredible industry.
So what's on the docket for today? We're going to take a journey together. First, we'll tackle the big problem with email marketing as it stands today. Then, we'll introduce a powerful new rule, tracing intent. After that, we'll actually dissect an AI nudge so you can see how it works. We'll explore the power of smart sending, because timing is everything. And finally, we'll pull it all together and show you how to build your very own engine for growth.
All right, let's dive right in. We have to start with a challenge that, honestly, every hotelier and marketer has been dealing with for years. Email has been our go-to tool, right? But the way we've been using it, well, it's becoming a real problem. You see, there are really two ways to think about this. In the past, it was all about batch and blast. You'd write one email and just blast it out to everyone, hoping something would stick. It's kind of like shouting with a megaphone in a crowded room. But the future? The future is about tracing intent. It's about listening, understanding what a specific guest is interested in, and then having a quiet, helpful conversation with them. That's what really drives revenue. And let's be crystal clear about this. Batch and blast isn't just ineffective anymore. It's actually doing harm. Every time you send a generic, irrelevant email, you're training your guests to ignore you. You're chipping away at their trust. It is absolutely a relic of the past. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, it boils down to a new, powerful rule: trace intent. And this is where things get really interesting, because this is where artificial intelligence comes in to help us genuinely understand our guests on a whole new level. So what do we mean when we say traced to intent? Think of it like this. Your website visitors leave behind digital breadcrumbs, the pages they look at, the dates they search for, the amenities they're interested in. AI is now smart enough to follow those breadcrumbs, understand what that guest wants, and then deliver the perfect message at the precise moment they're ready to make a decision.
So how does this whole system work? It's not just one piece of magic. It's 4 core components working together. You've got these complex automated workflows that run in the background. They're kicked off by very specific behavioral triggers. Those triggers then launch personalized AI-crafted emails. And to top it all off, the system uses intelligent predictive sending to make sure the email arrives at the perfect time. Let's break that down with an example.
Theory is one thing, but let's make this tangible. I want to walk you through the anatomy of what we call an AI nudge, and we'll use a classic high-value scenario, someone who's thinking about booking the penthouse suite. But first, you have to understand the core concept that makes this all possible. It's called a behavioral trigger. It's really just a simple if-then rule. If a guest does a specific thing, or importantly, doesn't do a specific thing, then the system automatically responds. It's the engine's spark plug. Okay, so here's the scene. A guest who has stayed with you before, a valuable customer, is back on your website. They spend a full 10 minutes on the penthouse suite page. They're looking at all the photos, reading the description. You know they're interested. And then, poof, they leave the site. In the old world, that lead is just gone. But today, the AI immediately flags this behavior as high-intent abandonment. And this is where the magic happens. The AI detects that hesitation, and it doesn't just sit there. It immediately activates a personalized workflow. Within the hour, a very specific, targeted email, the nudge, is sent. It's not a generic ad. It might be a simple offer, like, book the penthouse today and enjoy a complimentary bottle of vintage champagne on arrival. It's that tiny, relevant perk that overcomes their hesitation, and boom, the booking is secured. And I really want to emphasize this point. This isn't some deep discount that you're blasting out to everybody. It's a surgical, intelligent nudge. It was designed for one person, for one reason, to overcome the very specific hesitation that the AI detected. It's about precision, not volume. But hang on, because it gets even smarter. Knowing who to talk to and what to say is huge. But there's another piece to this puzzle that is just as critical. It's not just what you send, but when you send it. This is the power of smart sending. This is done with a feature called predictive sending. The AI is smart enough to look at each guest's individual history. When does Jane Smith usually check her email? Is it 8:15 a.m. on her commute? Is it 9 p.m. after the kids are in bed? The system learns this, and then it holds on to your email and delivers it at the exact moment she's most likely to be looking at her inbox. And the impact of this is, well, it's massive. A standard email sent at a generic time might get you a 20% open rate, if you're lucky. But when you use AI-optimized predictive sending, you can see that number jump to 55% or even higher. You're more than doubling your chances of being seen before they've even read a word of your message.
So what's the end result? It's simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Your hotel's carefully crafted offer isn't buried under 100 other emails. It's sitting right at the top of their inbox at the very moment they've decided to check it. You've cut through all the noise. So when you combine tracing intent with AI nudges, with smart sending, what do you actually get? Well, you get something transformative. You move from this world of constant manual effort into a new world of passive revenue. You get a new engine for growth. And this is a concept you'll want to remember as future general managers, the passive revenue stream. This is revenue that your hotel generates automatically. These pre-built intelligent systems are working around the clock to nurture leads and drive direct bookings, all without a member of your team having to lift a finger. Think about that, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. While you and your team are focused on creating amazing in-person guest experiences, this automated engine is in the background, constantly working, always on, driving business to your hotel. It never gets tired, it never takes a day off. What this really means is a fundamental transformation of one of your most valuable assets. The old view was that your guest database was just a static list of names and email addresses. The new reality? It's a living, breathing engine for growth. So I'll leave you with a question, and it's a question I think every future leader in hospitality needs to ask themselves. Look at your hotel's guest database. Is it just a static list, or are you treating it and building it into a living engine of growth? The answer to that question will define your success. Thank you.